means anything anymore. I feel like all the days are kind of the same. We're going to need a strap today, so just have that handy. You don't need it yet. And we're going to get started. So we're going to start laying down on your back today, like we always do, and be comfortable. So take your time getting there. Place anything under the head that you need for a little more support. Feel free to put a blanket or a pillow. I like to have my knees bent to give my back a little bit more support, but you can see what feels good for you. I also like to place my hands on either side of my belly, elbows down on the floor, just so I can start to feel the breath in the body. So just close the eyes. And let's just take a few really nice cleansing breaths here. So inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, nice and slow. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale and exhale. So continue to breathe this nice, easy, steady breath. Begin to settle down and settle into your practice, settle into this space that you've created in your home. So although it is nice to have a studio to come to where you can see people and interact, this is the next best thing, I think. So being able to create a space in your home for your practice, but then also be able to know that we're practicing with each other. We're practicing together. So trying to find a little bit of peace and quiet in the mind, in the body. And then from here, let's just lift the arms up and back. So the tops of the hands are going to reach for the floor behind you. If you need to bend the elbows, feel free. We just want to start to open up the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades melting down the back here. Feel the shoulders drop down away from your ears so you get some length in the back of the neck. Let's take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, let's hug the knees into the chest. Option to lift your forehead to your knees. This time when you inhale, arms reach up and back. We're going to add the feet. So feet are going to lift up towards the ceiling. We're going to pause here for a moment. Point and flex the feet. Start to feel what you feel in the back of the legs. Maybe bend and stretch a little bit. So a little bend in the knee and then a stretch. Just to start to warm up the back of the legs. Allowing gravity to help with circulation here. Just notice how tight you might be, depending on what you've been doing lately. So take a full deep breath in, and then let's exhale. Hug the knees into the chest. Let's take 3 more breaths just like that. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift, and exhale, hug the knees into the chest. One more time. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift, and exhale, hug the knees in. Let's relax the left foot down on the floor. Right foot reaches up towards the ceiling. We're just going to interlace your hands behind your right thigh. Start to push the thigh into your hands so your shoulders pull down away from the ears. The low back presses down into the floor. We'll let the left leg go straight along the floor. So you can decide if you want to be really relaxed here. You can just let the left leg be soft. You can let your right foot just hang out. If you want to be a little bit more active, you can flex your left foot, pressing the back of the left leg down into the floor. Maybe you flex the right foot and try to straighten the leg a little bit more. So just depending on where you are, breathe deeply. Try to ground down through the back. Release tension through the neck and shoulders. And then from here, we're just gonna have a gentle sway left to right with that right leg. So try to keep it relatively straight or maintain the same bend in the knee. And just let the leg go left to right, pausing anywhere along the way that you feel that you need a little extra time. So if that's in the IT band, then feel free to pause over to the left. If you want to open up maybe the inner thigh and outer thigh, you can pause over to the right. So whatever feels good, or you can just continue to move the leg left to right, maybe some circles, just warming up the back of the leg, the hip, and just opening where you feel that you might need it. Take one more nice deep breath in here as the leg is straight up. And then as you exhale, let's hug that right knee into the chest. We're going to bend the left knee, so the left foot is on the floor, and we're going to come into a figure four. So just let your right ankle rest on top of the left leg above the knee. If you're able to reach for the back of your left thigh, we're going to draw the left knee into the chest. Feel free to modify. If you're not able to lift the foot off the floor, you could leave it on the floor. And then again, let's just start that gentle sway of the shape of your legs left to right, noticing where you might want to pause. So if you're feeling super tight in your hip and you want to ease out of the pose a little bit, then you let the legs rest a little bit over to the right. If you want to go a little bit deeper and feel more, then maybe you let your legs rest a little bit over to the left. You can just stay, or to deepen, draw the left knee a little bit more into the left shoulder. Continue to breathe with ease, relaxing the back and the hips, soft muscles throughout the face. If you want to bring a little more action into the pose, you can flex your right foot. You can extend your left leg up to the ceiling with a flexed left foot, or you can bring your hands higher up the left leg and lift the head and back up off the floor. So lots of options here. Just see what your body is looking for today. You might be feeling a little bit more tired and you just want to take it easy. Maybe you're feeling a little more energized. Up to you. That's what's so great about your yoga practice. You can control exactly the energy that you want to give and receive in your practice. It's up to you. So take one more nice deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, let's release and let that left foot come down to the floor. We're going to cross the right thigh over the left thigh and just scoot your hips over to the right. Arms reach away from each other. Start to let the legs drop to the left. If at any time this feels uncomfortable, you can always uncross the legs and just let the right leg rest on top of the left. Otherwise, you're deep in the twist. And completely relax. So relax through the torso. Let the weight of the legs stretch out your low back. Feel grounded through both shoulders. So both shoulders are down on the floor, shoulder blades. Arms are open to open up through the chest and collarbones. And just allow your breath to flow with ease. Feel the rise and fall of the belly as you breathe. And just try to completely relax the muscles in the legs. And let's take 3 nice deep breaths here together. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out of the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out of the mouth. One more really nice deep breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's bring the legs back to center. Uncross them. Even out the hips. We'll draw the left knee into the chest and then reach for the back of the left thigh. Interlace your hands and let the left leg reach up towards the ceiling. So again, a nice relaxed left foot to start. You can let your right leg go straight, relaxed, soft bend the left knee. Feel the shoulders dropping down away from the ears. Let your low back feel grounded on the floor. If you want to be a little bit more active, you can flex the left foot. You can flex the right foot. You can reach the back of your right leg down, and you can try to straighten a little bit more the left leg. Pause here and breathe. And then we're just going to start to gently sway the left leg left to right. So it can start off small, then you can get bigger, noticing what you feel when you reach one side or the other. Maybe a tight inner thigh and an outer hip and you want to pause to the left. Maybe when you go over to the right, you start to feel your IT band and you feel, ooh, you need to pause right there. Or you can just keep that nice fluid movement left to right, or even circles with the thigh bone in the hip joint. So just see what your body is looking for, what it needs. And a lot of times you don't even know what the body needs until you get there. So I often at the beginning of classes ask for requests, and I'm not sure people know what their body needs until they get there and they think, ooh, yeah, I think I needed that in my hips, or I needed that in my shoulders. So just kind of tune in, check in to what you feel. And then we'll bring the leg back to center, hug the left knee into the chest. Let's bend the right knee so the right foot is on the floor. Left ankle crosses over the right leg for your figure four. We'll reach for the back of the right thigh and gently draw the right knee into the chest. And then that gentle sway left to right. And then that'll help you check in to see where your body might feel it needs a little extra time and space. So if you go over to the left, you might feel, oh, okay, that's a nice little release, a relief. But if you go over to the right, that's a little bit tighter. So just ease in. Maybe you draw the right knee in towards the right shoulder a little bit. You can stay right here. If you want to go a little more active, you can flex the left foot. You can reach the right foot straight up to the ceiling and flex that foot. And you can lift the head and back up off the floor and reach up for your ankle or calf. Maybe you're reaching for your foot. It's up to you. Try to relax, soften through the elbows, soft through the collarbones. Relax through the neck. Press the belly in and down. So whatever shape you're in here right now, you're able to breathe. See what you feel, see how you feel. Take one more nice deep breath in, and then as you exhale, let's release. Let the right foot come down. The left thigh will cross over the right thigh. Scoot your hips over to the left about an inch or two. Arms reach away from each other, and then gently let the legs drop over to the right. If it's too much, just uncross the legs. You can always just have the legs stacked. So feel the length through your spine. Open through the space between your left shoulder and your left hip. Let the eyes just be closed. The belly's rising and falling as you breathe deeply. Twists are so good for creating space in between the bones and the back, increasing the blood flow to the internal organs, and really good for digestion. So let's just take 3 really nice deep breaths together here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth, inhaling again, and exhale. One more deep breath in, and a full breath out. We'll bring the legs back to center. Even out the hips, hug the knees into the chest, and the next pose we're coming into is seated. So you can roll to one side and press yourself up, or you can rock front to back a few times, see how that feels on your back, getting a little momentum, and then rock yourself up to sit. And then once you come to sit, we're gonna sit cross-legged. So sometimes sitting is uncomfortable for people if you have tight hips. So you have a couple options. You can sit up on a folded blanket, you can sit up on a cushion from a couch or a pillow, and you can even sit in a chair if you're really that uncomfortable on the floor. I don't want you to be feeling stress in the hips. So once you're grounded down through the hips, through the seat, and the tailbone is grounded down, spine is lengthened, chest is open, let's take 3 breaths here. So inhale, reach the arms out and up, and exhale, open and down. Inhale, arms reach out and up, and exhale, bring them down. One more time, just like that. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down. From here, you're gonna inhale, bring the arms up till about shoulder height. You're gonna take your right hand, bring it down to the floor. Inhale, bring the left arm up and over. Relax that shoulder. Opening up through the rib cage, ground down through their left hip. Pause here for a moment. Feel your left shoulder blade move back a little bit. Maybe you look up towards the ceiling, soft bend in the elbow. And then from here, you're gonna take your left hand down to the floor or to your knee and just let the head drop. Push your left hip down. Get a nice stretch through the spine and the left side of the body. And then from here, we're gonna inhale, take that left arm back up. Exhale completely as you come back to center. Left hand drops down to the floor. Right hand reaches over. Notice if your arm is straight, that shoulder is really tense up by your ear. Soften the shoulder. Just reach. This is really good conditioning for the lungs. You're opening up the rib cage and the space on your sides. You can lean back a little bit with the shoulder blade. Maybe you even look up. Filling up the lungs here. Take one more deep breath in, shoulders are relaxed, and then as you exhale, just reach that right hand down. It can reach for your opposite knee or towards the floor, way out. Drop the head, and then push your right hip down. Get a nice stretch through the low back here, through the side body. Shoulders are relaxed. Take a nice full deep breath in as you come up. Let that arm just float up. And then as you exhale, pull the belly in, arms come back, and then bring the arms down. Okay, we're gonna switch the cross of your legs and reach for your strap. So hopefully you have something you can use as a strap. Mine's really long, so I like to double it, but it's up to you. Okay, so we're just gonna get a little bit into the shoulders here. We're gonna take the hands about shoulder width apart. We're gonna inhale, lift the arms, relax the shoulders, so a soft bend in the elbows, exhale, lower. Okay, we're gonna go a little bit wider. Inhale, lift, soft elbows, relax shoulders, exhale, lower. Lengthen through the spine. Go a little bit wider. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Okay, a little bit wider here. This is optional. So we're going to inhale, lift. If you feel okay here, we're going to exhale, lower behind you. If that feels too much, then just go down in the front. Inhale, lift, soft elbows. Exhale, lower. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, lift. If it's too much to exhale in the back, exhale in the front. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift back up. Good, and exhale back down. Good, so modify if you need to. Please don't go to the back if it hurts your shoulders. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower in the back or the front. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Okay, from here, we're going to move the strap to the side. We're going to use it again later, so have it handy. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Hands are going to come on to the ankles. Inhale, lengthen the spine, sit up nice and tall, and then exhale, just fold. Fold forward, let the head hang heavy, and breathe here. So you can stay just to the center and coming forward and down. You can sway left to right with the torso or with the head and neck. Whatever you feel like you might need here. Your hands can reach way out in front, or they can just hold on to the feet or ankles. Try to relax the shoulders. Lengthen through the spine. Open through the inner thighs and the outer thighs. Take a nice full deep breath in. Exhale, melt down in between the legs. And then inhale, come on back up. Okay, we're going to transition to hands and knees here. So if you'd like to put a folded blanket under your knees, feel free. So coming into hands and knees, we're going to come right into child's pose to start. But we're going to have neutral knees. So they're going to be right underneath the hips. The knees aren't going to go wide or narrow yet. You're just going to bring the big toes to touch and sink your hips back towards your heels. So the knees are just about hip width apart. Hands are going to reach way out in front, palms down, forearms down, head down. Pause here. If you would like to go a little bit deeper, you can lift your forearms off the floor. You can lift the head as you inhale, reach the crown of the head forward, tailbone back, and then exhale, let the head drop down. And if you want to go even deeper, you can tent your fingertips on the floor so you're hollowing out your hands. Your hands look like little tents. You can inhale, lift the head, And then exhale, gradually, slowly bring that forehead down to the floor. If it reaches, it's okay if it doesn't. This gets deep in the shoulders, the shoulder blades. Anytime you can drop the hands, drop the arms. You don't have to be in this version. These are just suggestions. Take a nice full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, palms come down, bring yourself up to tabletop. So knees are under your hips. Wrists are under your shoulders. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Index finger points forward. From here, we're going to curl the toes under and take a few breaths together. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, soft elbows here. So bend the elbows a little bit. And then as you exhale, tuck the chin, round the back, push the floor down, elbows go straight, tops of the feet down on the floor. Good. Inhale, soft, curl the toes under, gently drop the belly, bend the elbows, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, push the floor down as you round the back, straighten the arms, tops of the feet press down. One more time. Curl the toes under. Inhale as you drop the belly, soften the elbows, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck, round, and relax. Coming back to neutral spine here. So we're going to move with the breath together. So as you inhale, you're going to reach your left hand forward, your right foot back. That's the inhale. Everything's lifted. So the arm is lifted, the foot is lifted. We'll do the first one nice and slow. The exhale is elbow to knee. Draw them together in front of your belly. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower. Left hand down, right knee down. Switch sides. Inhale, left foot back, right hand forward. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right hand down, left knee down. Other side. Inhale, lift, right foot, left arm. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, place down. One more time on the other side. Inhale, reach, right hand away from the left foot. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. This time, right foot back, left hand reaches forward, pause. Crown of the head is forward. Tailbone is back. Just holding here without holding the breath. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Belly drawn in. Able to breathe. Take a nice full deep breath in here. As you exhale, left hand comes down to the floor. Right foot comes down to the floor. Pivot your left foot off of your mat. Roll to the arch of your right foot as you reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. If you need to modify, you can come down onto your left forearm if you have any wrist or shoulder issues there. Breathe here. If you would like to lift the right leg, you can. If you would like to bend your right knee and reach your right hand back for your right foot, you can. You don't have to. Try to relax here. Shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen through the neck. Belly is in. Take a nice full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's just slowly make our way down to a child's pose. This time we'll take the knees nice and wide. Big toes come together behind you. Head drops down. Again, let's make some circles with the wrists, and then you can do whatever you'd like with the hands. You can reach them straight out in front. You can have the fingertips on the floor, or the whole arm can be down and relaxed. Let's take 3 really nice deep breaths together here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth. Inhaling and exhaling. One more time like that. Inhale and exhale. Let's make our way back up to table. Hands and knees. We'll bring the knees parallel underneath the hips. Wrists are underneath the shoulders. Crown of the head is forward, tailbone is back. So from here, we're just gonna hold on the left side. So the left foot reaches back, the right foot reaches forward, and we're holding here. Relax through the shoulders. Belly is in nice and strong. Back foot is flexed. Able to breathe with ease. Take a nice deep full breath in, and then as you exhale, the right hand comes down to the floor, left toes go straight down behind you. We'll pivot the right foot to the right, roll to the arch of your left foot, and we'll reach the left hand up towards the ceiling. Belly is in, lengthen through the side body and your spine. Shoulders are stacked but relaxed away from the ears. If you would like to lift your left foot, you can. You don't have to. And if you're comfortable bending the knee and reaching your hand back for your foot, you can. Again, you don't have to. So we're lengthening the top of the thigh if you have your foot, opening up the hip flexor, working on balance a little bit here. But whatever shape you're in, we're holding the pose without holding the breath. We're building strength not only in the muscles, but in the bones. Weight bearing on that right hip and the right shoulder. Take one more really nice full deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, slowly release to come down. This time we're going to take the knees together for your child's pose. Sink the hips back. Let the tops of the hands rest next to your feet or ankles. Forehead is down. Shoulders are completely relaxed. Let them just hang forward and down. Take a few really nice deep breaths here. And think about when you breathe in deeply, when you breathe out, try to have your exhale just be a little bit longer than your inhale. I was talking to a psychotherapist yesterday, one of my students, and she was saying that when you consciously breathe deeply and slowly, it is impossible to feel anxious at the same time. So that was a really nice reminder that anytime you feel overwhelmed, consciously, deeply breathe. Your nervous system will tell the body to relax. And de-stress. Okay, when you're ready from here, we're going to reach the hands out in front. You're on your hands and knees. We're going to bring the forearms down to the floor here. So the forearms are down on the floor. You're on your knees to start. So we're going to get the position of the arms set first. So your shoulders are over your elbows, your forearms are parallel, hands are relaxed. You're gonna step your right foot all the way back, left foot all the way back. If this is too much, drop the knees. If you're okay here, belly draws in, shoulders are over your elbows, hands are relaxed. We're just gonna pause here and breathe. So find that nice, easy breath where the crown of the head is forward, the heels are back, the belly is in. It's really important to have a strong core to protect the body from injury, especially the back. So just take your time here, whatever personal goal you might have. It might be a minute, it might be 2, it might just be maybe 3 breaths. Anytime you need to, you can bring your knees down to the floor. Just try to keep the belly drawn in and up. Shoulders are away from the ears. Notice the space between your shoulder blades so the chest is not collapsing down. So remembering that gentle doesn't necessarily mean easy, right? So this is a very gentle practice. We move slowly, mindfully, and gently. But we also care a lot about strength, getting stronger, and we can do it. Just need to be gentle and kind to the body, but we're also working really hard. Take one more nice deep breath in. Exhale, drop the knees. Reach your hips back. Lift your elbows. And you're in kind of a puppy pose. So your hips are still kind of over the knees, but your arms are reached way out in front. If this is too much on the shoulders, then you can sink back into a child's pose. So either child's pose or puppy. Puppy is like a modified downward dog. If you're interested in the downward dog, you can curl your toes under, lift your knees, and come into an upside down V. It's up to you. Breathing deeply. Whatever pose you're in, child's pose, puppy, or downward dog, the next pose we're coming into is a standing forward bend. So you can walk your hands back towards your feet. Gently hang. If you want to have your elbows resting on your legs for support, you can. Feet are hip width apart. Shoulders are relaxed. Spine is lengthened. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly walk the hands up the legs. Take your time to come up to stand. I'm just going to adjust the camera. So just take a moment here to come up to stand. Whew. Okay, once you're standing, the feet are going to come about hip width apart. Shoulders are relaxed. And let's just take 3 breaths together here. So inhale. Arms reach out and up. Exhale, arms reach out and down. Inhale again, arms reach out and up. Exhale, out and down. One more time. Inhale, arms reach out and up. And exhale, out and down. Okay, we're going to reach for the strap here. So if you can get your strap again. Move this back a tiny bit. Okay. All right. So you're going to have your strap. You can double it if you have a long one. You just want to hold on to about the middle. In your left hand, feet are going to be together. So your feet are together. You're holding the strap in your left hand. We're going to reach the left hand up towards the ceiling with the strap. So the left hand reaches up. Your right hand is reaching out to the side. relax the shoulders. You're going to bend your left elbow so the strap is coming behind you. And then you're going to bend your right elbow as you reach that hand, the right hand back for the straps. I'll turn around for a second so you can see. So if you're super open in your shoulders, you can clasp your fingers. Otherwise, you're reaching for the strap. Once you have the strap, relax both shoulders. Both shoulders are down. Both elbows are moving in opposite directions. Your right elbow is pointing to the floor. Your left elbow is reaching towards the ceiling. You're going to take your right foot, cross it in front of the left, so you have your ankles crossed. We're going to hinge forward. Just hinge. It can just be a little, or it can be a lot. It's up to you. Try to keep the length in your spine so you don't round at all. Elbows are reaching away from each other. You're hinging forward or down. It's up to you. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, soften both knees as you come up. Let's release the strap. Let it come down. Stay crossed. Arms reach away from each other. Your left arm is coming underneath the right. Palms come together. If that's too much, backs of the hands come together. If that's too much, hug the backs of your shoulders. We're going to start to lift your right heel. Bend your left knee, sink down. We're going to lift your right foot if you can. Don't feel like you have to. Relax the shoulders. Try to stay center. So you're facing the center with your shoulders and your hips. Take a nice full deep breath in. As you exhale, undo the arms, undo the legs, and shake it all out. Whew. Boy, it's hard to believe that there were snowflakes last week, and now it's like 80. It's been a wacky, wacky month. Wacky few months, actually. Okay, you're gonna reach for your strap. I doubled mine. Okay, feet are gonna be together. The strap is coming into your right hand. Your right hand is reaching up towards the ceiling with the strap. Left hand out to the side. You're gonna bend your right elbow, so you're letting the strap sink down your back. You're gonna bend your left elbow and reach your hand back for the strap. So your hands are reaching towards each other. Both shoulders are relaxed down away from the ears. Elbows stretching away from each other, and no back bend. We're not hanging back here. Belly is in. From here, you're gonna take your left ankle and cross it in front of the right. We're gonna hinge forward. Hinging forward. It might just be a little. Try to keep the neck lengthened. This is really deep in the shoulders, so go easy. You can ease away in the strap if you want to. You can go further down if you want to. You don't have to. Be able to breathe. Take a nice, full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, soften the knees, come up to stand. We're gonna lose the strap. Arms reach away from each other. Right arm comes under the left. Option 1, backs of the shoulders. Option 2, backs of the hands. Option 3, palms touch. Start to lift your left heel, sink down. So you're bending your right knee a lot. You're breathing here. Turn to the side so you can see. If you want to lift your left foot, you can. Try to relax the shoulders, push the elbows away from you. Find your balance, find your strength. Belly is in. Take a nice full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, release the arms, release the legs, and shake it out. Okay, from here, you're gonna make your way onto your back. So take your time coming back down onto the back. So you can move the strap away, you don't need that. Coming down onto the back, the knees are going to be bent. Heels are drawing in towards your seat. Let your hands rest on either side of your belly with the elbows down. Find that nice deep breath. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out of the mouth. See if you can make the exhale a little longer than the inhale. So we can count the inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. And then you can count your exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's add movement to that. Palms down by your sides. Inhale, arms reach up and back, hips lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 1. As you come down. 2, 3, 4, 5. So only count if that's helpful for you. Just notice your inhale is a lift. You want to move the arms and hips as slowly as you can, following the rate of your breath. And then when you exhale, see if you can exhale completely and then a tiny bit extra. That one extra little count. So just take a few of these on your own, moving with your own breath. Thinking about this tool that you now have in your toolbox, of any time you're feeling anxious or stressed, just take a tiny little time out. Maybe take 10 rounds of an inhale and an exhale deeply with an extended exhale. And you can always add movement with the body. Even if you're sitting, you can just lift your arms up and down. It's just a really nice way to check in, relax, and let go. At the bottom of your next exhale, we'll pause. We'll draw the knees into the chest, but nice and wide knees. So either happy baby or modified. Modified is holding on underneath the knees, soles of the feet looking at the ceiling. If you want to go a little deeper, you can reach for your shins or your ankles. And if you have a full happy baby, you're holding on to the outsides of your feet. So when you come into happy baby here, notice all the different parts of the body. So notice your shoulders, down away from the ears. Your spine is lengthened and supported. Low back is grounded down. Hips are open. We're just going to go a little deeper here in the hips. So we're going to let go of the left foot. The left foot comes down to the floor. The knee is bent. You can go a little deeper with the right side if you'd like, just by bending the right elbow and knee a little bit more. We're going to add the left hip flexor by letting the left leg go straight along the floor. So you'll feel the top of your left hip and thigh. Relaxing both shoulders down. This is a reclined lizard pose, so we're just getting deep into the right hip and the right hip flexor. Pause. Consciously breathe deeply. You can rock the back of your head left to right if you'd like, releasing the neck. And then from here, we're going to let go of that right foot. Let the right leg go straight along the floor in front of you. Arms reach up and back. Full body stretch here as you take a full breath in. As you exhale, bend the left knee, the left foot is on the floor. Inhale, bend the right knee so the right foot is on the floor. Take a full breath in as arms reach back, and then exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Knees go wide, happy baby or modified. Find the pose. Tailbone is tilted down and forward so that the low back is grounded. And then we'll release the right foot down to the floor. Start with a bent knee so you can go nice and deep in the left hip and the left knee. Pause there. And then if you'd like, you can let your right leg go straight along the floor. See how that feels as you open up your hip flexor. Both shoulders are relaxed. The left hip is deeply open here. Maybe you even take your left toes, move them back to the space behind your head just a little bit. And then be able to breathe here. Take a nice full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, release the left foot. Arms reach up and back. Feet are way out in front. Take a nice full deep breath in. And then just leaving the legs where they are, you can take your arms down by your sides. If you're comfortable here, Shavasana, you can just stay. If you would like to change up Shavasana or use a prop or a blanket or a sweatshirt, feel free. Otherwise, you're already here. You can make your feet about mat width apart so they're nice and wide. Your arms can be way out to the sides. Palms facing up. And then here's the time to let your practice settle. So just taking a few moments here at the end of your practice to let go of any last bit of tightness or tension in the body. Reconnect to your breathing and your thoughts. Just feel supported by the floor beneath you, and light and open in the chest, around your heart. And maybe as you just lay still here in this nice quiet space, you can just bring to the forefront of your mind just 3 things that you're grateful for. Often when life is stressful and the news is negative and crazy, we often lose sight of the really good, positive stuff. just take a moment to reflect on that. What you're really grateful for right now. This gift of time at home that we've all gotten. Yes, it can be extremely stressful financially and just a lot of stresses, but it is kind of a nice gift to be able to be home and reset. The planet's getting a chance to cleanse and reset as we are doing that too. Let's take the right hand over your heart and the left hand over your right hand. Remembering that we are all connected. Not only are we here with each other, but we're here for each other. From here, let's gently and slowly transition out of Shavasana. So take your time. You can start to move the fingers and toes. You can bend the knees. Take your time. We'll all meet together seated. So you just draw maybe the knees into the chest, rocking left to right. Maybe you roll to one side and pause. And then whenever you're ready, you can make your way up to seated. Once you're sitting, we'll take the palms together in front of your heart center. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the sunshine.